So today I reported to the Halifax County Sheriff's Office and I spoke with Darnell Barksdale, who had previously committed a crime of retaliation against a victim, witness, and informant, me, against me on their property, threatening my rights to free speech and to file criminal reports against their agents on their property. He threatened me with trespassing, and I retracted under duress while exercising a protected activity here in Halifax County to report on crime and to stand on county property. I spoke with Darnell and I informed him that his agency, among others, are wittingly participating in a scheme to retaliate against victims of crime under color of law brought on by racketeering for the purposes of criminalizing and attempted extortion of our class of citizenry. We have a municipal code, I think it's 2929 in Halifax County. Don't hold me to that. I don't have it right in front of me. It pertains to public swearing and drunk in public. Now, this has been revised under state statute July 1st, 2020, to omit the abrogations of free speech. So they're no longer going to go after us in the state of Virginia, which is a centuries old law, for using profane language. Now, they haven't revised it in our county. And through investigating, I have been finding a friend of mine actually got charged with this dual-face statute that would abrogate his right to free speech. So when these criminal agents solicited charges against him on behalf of the county ordinance that would abrogate our right to free speech, they charged him with a class 4 misdemeanor. While doing so, they committed a felony against him for civil rights violations. I want to give a shout out to the community in Halifax County. If anybody has any information relating to crimes under color of law brought on by agents who have charged individuals with profane swearing and or drunk in public, I want you to reach out to me. I am forming a class. I want to know how many people have been cited with this charge, and I want to know how many people have been criminalized and or extorted under a dual-face statute which would abrogate their right. I looked at my buddy's file the other day, recent charge, and it is reflecting profane language, profane swearing, and drunk in public. He was drunk in public, and I'm sure he was cussing at the cops. I would too. So anyway, I put Darnell Barksdale on notice and informed him that he needed to immediately contact the state Commonwealth attorney here in our jurisdiction and notify her that she is participating in a scheme to retaliate against victims of crime. Notify her that I do not want to be solicited and attempted to be extorted and criminalized in regards to exercising my rights of free speech. I suspect he called her because as I was pulling away, he immediately got on the phone. I left a message with Tracy Martin's secretary, informing her of her participation in violations of Rico and the KKK Act. And I left a message for Tracy telling her that I'm investigating this matter and I do not wish to see any current charges or convictions brought on that solicit agents to abrogate a citizen's protected right. I advised her not to commit any more felonies against our civilian populace like she has against me. I'm going to quote her when I submitted a series of criminal reports pertaining to theft of my RV. She said, I've given her a lot to consider. And when I called in, I said, hey, Tracy, you know me. It's Mike. I'm going to quote you here. I've given you a lot to consider. And, well, you're going to have to consider everything that I'm laying out here because you are a criminal. It's very sad to know that as these agents are attempting to cite us, charge us, criminalize us, and extort us for a petty misdemeanor, that they are in fact committing felony violations in regards to civil rights against us. Now think about how much it would cost the prosecution to prosecute you in the courts, to convict you and charge you for a class 4 misdemeanor. And then, on the other hand, think about how much it would cost the civilian populace of a community after a county sued for retaliation, obstruction of justice, depriving individuals of a protected activity. How many more incidences can I lay out there in which the county, the town are liable for crimes committed against me or others? It's very sad that these people who operate in a form of law enforcement don't spot things like this. And they continue their organized criminal activity and perpetuate future charges and convictions against individuals over something we have a protected right in regards to. Now, it's a dual-faced statute, and it's listed as such on records. Public swearing, drunk in public. Doesn't matter what evidence they are using to convict you with either side of the statute. Doesn't matter. Because they are definitively abrogating your right by charging you with that. So, if you have had a felony committed against you by being solicited this charge, please reach out to me. If you live in the state of Virginia and this has happened, reach out to me. If you live in Halifax County and this has happened, reach out to me. I'm very interested to hear what the outcome was. Take your information, because I'm building a case. In 1792, Commonwealth of Virginia enacted a law, and I think they charged 80-some cents for violations in regards to profane language. Whoever put that into law that would violate constitutional authority is a criminal. Anybody who has charged, convicted, aided, conspired to deprive us of that right, accessories after the fact, still committing felonies while doing so. Anyway, that's an update. It's very important that people understand how the law works. It's not in our favor, and I don't think we need new laws. We definitely need less laws. And we definitely need less criminals in office. That's it for today. Thank you for tuning in. You guys have a wonderful day.